Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss some important educational reforms during British period. So in this video we will only see the quick revision of this educational reforms. Okay, so it will not be delivered in a very detailed manner. Okay, so just it is a revision. It will be discussed very briefly. So be attentive. Okay, so let's discuss. So number one is Charter Act 1813. So this is the first time British government accepted responsibility for education in India. So Chartered Act basically discuss that the first education responsibility will be taken by the British government. Okay, in 1813. So this date must be remembered, 1813. Now let's discuss to the second point. Rupees 1 lakh granted for education. So government just issued 1 lakh rupees for education. Okay. Third point, encouraged spread of Western education. So basically, Chartered Act discussed that the government, the education must be delivered, or education must be given to the students, or education must be spreaded in the India in basically in the form of Western education. Okay, so this point will also be remembered. Now the next, missionaries allowed to promote education and Christianity. So missionaries are given advised, or we can say that to allow or to promote education and Christianity. So let's discuss the second reform, and that is Macaulay Minute 1835. So it is introduced by Thomas Babington Macaulay in 1835. This date is also very important in terms of UGC NET paper 1. Okay, so this is also very important thing. Second point is English made medium of instruction. So Macaulay Minute basically discussed that the education must be in the form of English medium. Okay, so this is also very important point. So next is promoted Western education and literature. So Macaulay Minute in 1835 basically promoted Western education and literature. So this is also Western education, and Charter Act also promoted Western education. Okay, now the next point, downward filtration theory introduced. So in Macaulay Minute 1835, downward filtration theory was also introduced. Educate upper class first, then knowledge would be repeated, or the knowledge would be spread downward. So first of all, the education was promoted in upper classes, then the knowledge would spread downward. So this is the fourth point. Now let's discuss the third, Wood's Dispatch 1854. So this is 54, this is 35, and this is 13. See that these three all are in 18th. Okay, we can say that the 19th century. Okay, so 1813, 1835, and 1854. Okay, so let's discuss what is Wood's Dispatch. Magna Carta of English Education. This is the Magna Carta of English Education, introduced by Sir Charles Wood. This is introduced by Sir Charles Wood. He recommended a proper education system in India. Department of Public Instruction established. Okay, Department of Public Instruction established in this Wood's Dispatch. Universities suggested at Calcutta, Bombay, Madras. Okay, so this is also very highlighted point, that a university suggested at Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras. Teacher training institutions recommended. This is also important. English at higher level and vernacular languages at primary level. This must be remembered. So now the fourth point is, fourth reform is Higher Commission 1882. So this was also 1882. Okay, 13, 35, 54, and 82. So this is Hunter Commission. Okay, so basically what was Hunter Commission? So let's discuss. Focused on primary and secondary education. Okay, primary and secondary education. It recommended improved of primary education. This is the second point. Third point, primary education should be under local bodies. Primary education should be under local bodies. Encourage vocational education. So this is very highlighted point. Encouraged vocational education. Okay, so in Hunter Commission, vocational course is highlighted. Similarly, primary education and secondary education was focused in Hunter Commission. 5. Indian Universities Act 1904, passed during Lord Curzon's period. So this is passed during Lord Curzon's period. Okay, increase government control over universities. Okay, increase government control over universities. Now the third is improve university administration. So here this is also very important point. Focus on research and higher education quality. So this is also very important point. Indian Universities Act in 1904, it is also a very highlighted point that this act was focused on research and higher education quality. So now the sixth reform, education reform, is Sadler Commission 1917. So you'll have to remember one thing, that this, okay, this and this, that is Charter Act, Macaulay Minute, Woods Dispatch, Hunter Commission. This all in 18th, okay, period of 18th, or we can say that the 19th century. So let's discuss. This is Sadler Commission 1917, also called Calcutta University Commission. This is also known as Calcutta University Commission. Second point is recommended 12 years of schooling before university. Suggested intermediate colleges. Okay, so this is also very important point. You will have to remember this. In Sadler Commission, this suggested that intermediate colleges. It suggested, okay, intermediate colleges. Next point is emphasized teacher training and women education. This is also very important point. This is very highlighted point. It emphasizes on teacher training basically in women education. Okay, now next is improved university education system. Now the 7 point, Hattock Committee. What is Hattock Committee 1929? So basically this focused on quality rather than quantity. So it focused on quality rather than quantity. The next is recommended improvement in primary education. This is also very important. Suggested a reduction in student wastage and failure. Encouraged vocational education. So this is also very important. Hattock Committee 1929, it also encouraged vocational education, and this also encouraged vocational education, means Hunter Commission. So now the 8 point is Varda scheme 1937, basic education scheme. This was the basic education scheme introduced by Mahatma Gandhi. Very important. Okay, education through craft and productive work. So in Varda scheme, education was given given through craft and productive work. Free and compulsory education for 7 years. So here, this is also very important point. Mother tongue as medium of instruction. Mother tongue. Okay, this is the very highlighted point of this education reform, that is Varda scheme 1937. Okay, learning by doing method emphasized. So here it was focused that learning must be by doing method. Okay, this is also very important point. Now the next is Sargent Plan in 1944, also called Sargent Report, prepared by Sir John Sargent. Aim: universal, free and compulsory education. Recommended pre-primary education for age 3 to 6 years. 3 to 6 years. Suggested high school and technical education expansion. Okay, wanted education system similar to England. So this is also very highlighted point. So these all are the important educational reforms during British period, and all of these educational reforms are very important in terms of UGC net paper 1. So all must have to remember this. So for this for such type of video, kindly subscribe my channel and like the video and share the video. Thank you.